Hey sweetheart, I don't know since when we both started feeling so strange whenever I called you sweetheart. How have you been? How's everything going? I hope you are doing well, but I have to admit, I'm not okay. I know you'll never see this letter. I often think back to the days when we were together. I have often regretted how distant I was, and how often I pushed you away. I have this instinct to push love away, to avoid intimacy. Deep down, I was terrified you'd eventually see the grey parts of my heart, the doubts, the heaviness, and then you would leave me. I was so overwhelmed by your passion and love, because I didn't think I deserved it, or you. I'm thankful that you appeared in my life, but I never knew how to express it. The time we spent together was one of the few moments I felt warmth in my otherwise dim world. Sometimes I still wish we could go back to those days, to the time when we had no arguments, no walls, no hatred. I miss the way you cried over films, the way you tried so hard to make me laugh, to get my attention, and the way your puppy eyes begged me to read bedtime stories. I remember how your cheeks would flush when I called you sweetheart, how you walked in the rain without an umbrella, soaking my shoes on purpose, and how you mischievously took the first bite of my McFlurry, saying it was so I'd think of you with every spoonful. You used to tell me I was amazing, that seeing me gave you endless energy. At that time I didn't understand why. I hadn't done anything, and I didn't know how important my existence was to you. When you cried in front of me, all I could do was stand there awkwardly. I was too clumsy with words to comfort you. You said, a hug is enough, and just a hug made you feel safe. The person who once playfully pretended they couldn't open a bottle cap ended up moving out all alone. Until the house was empty and it was just me. That's when I realized you had really gone this time. Sometimes love doesn't need a reason, but leaving can have 1,000 reasons. I used to not understand how someone who said they loved me could leave without a word, how someone who promised to stay could end up leaving. So when you left, all I realized was, see, no one stays forever. No one loves forever. My world lost its color again, and I thought love has an expiration date. But looking back on the days we shared, I think I understand a bit more now. It was me who let this love decay. I was the one who threw it away. The forever that was promised only meant how much the love was at the moment. You complained about my coldness. I complained about your lack of understanding. We needed space, yet there was this wall between us. Neither of us could hear the other. You used to beg me to pay more attention to you, Then it turned into careful requests, and later, silence. It seemed like it was always you giving, always you asking. You must have been exhausted too. After that, I never saw you cry again, and I kept wondering why you suddenly became so well behaved, so understanding. I remember your last words to me were, "I'm sorry." By then, you had probably already made up your mind to leave, because you knew we wouldn't change. You knew that this was the end. I guess you probably hated me, which is why you didn't say goodbye. Or maybe you were so disappointed that you had no expectations left for me, so a farewell didn't matter anymore. Loving can hurt sometimes. I built a wall, hid in a shell, instinctively searching for escape, and kept silent whenever I felt helpless. I don't allow anyone in. I thought that wall was my safe place, and you tried to pull me out. But that had already become my comfort zone, and change made me uneasy. Now I realize that the wall wasn't a refuge. It was all my coldness and pride, keeping people away. Your love made me even more reckless, made that once impermeable wall even taller. Now when my playlist randomly plays your songs, I still remember the days we listened together. Back then, I playfully complained you were noisy, but you insisted on listening together, sharing every song. When I walked the paths you once walked, listened to the songs you loved, watched the movies you watched, and did the things you hoped we could do together, I gradually understood how you felt. But it was all too late. This time, you really left. It was me who pushed you away, little by little. I've imagined what it would be like if we ever met again. Small talk, or baring our hearts. But I think we'd both feel awkward. You've let me go, and I can't let go of my pride. Maybe more than loving you, I love myself. I still hope you will be okay, sweetheart. I hope you meet your knight. I hope you find someone who makes you feel safe to be your little self again. Even though I know that person won't be me. Now, I've finally lost you. I wish you good morning, good afternoon, and good night.